My mother-in-law is sick. She has cancer. My husband has finished all his money. He sold one property which was meant to be for our children. This spending is affecting my marriage. This is a difficult one. I'm sure that this guy is freaking out. So if I get to a situation where I need to let her go, no. God will have to pull her from my hands because I am not letting her go. My own mom took ill. I and my sister wrecked everything we had to save her. We lost everything, even when she wasn't getting better. We would have given ourselves a way to save her even when she was begging us to let her go because she thought the burden had become too heavy on us. It's easy for you to say, oh, just let her go when it's someone else's mom. It's not rational. It's a sacrifice of love. Hi guys, welcome back to True Tales and Thoughts. So, before we say any other word, let's address the elephant in the room. Obviously, the set is very different from our usual set, and that's because we've been having some technical issues that are way beyond our control. We'll be filming like this for now until we can sort those problems out. And also, I'm going to be reading from my phone because of the aforementioned technical problems. If you enjoyed the video, whatever the case may be, and that being said, let's just get right into it. Today we are going to be reading some stories from the Instagram page joroolumofin. Yeah, so as usual, I'm going to have his page linked down in the description box if you want to check his page out. Basically, he's a Nigerian influencer to whom people always send anonymous stories about their lives, their relationships, their families, and all of that. And there are some crazy stories on his page, guys. If you want to check out his page, I'm going to link it down in the description box. You guys can just click the link and go and check out his page. It's hilarious. Trust me. So today, we are going to be reading some stories about people's marital issues. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. My mother-in-law is sick. She has cancer. My husband has finished all his money. This spending is affecting my marriage. I want to tell him to let her go. Hello, Joro. Please keep me anonymous, thank you. I will try to make this brief. I know people will have a lot of opinions about me, but you people are not in my shoes. She's already giving her little disclaimer. My husband loves his mom. I understand that. She has cancer. The doctor said it's too late and the chances of her surviving are very low. But my husband still believes she can survive and is spending so much money on her treatments. We have spent over 30 million on her. Most of it is his money, I know. I want to tell him to stop and take the doctor's advice and just let her go. Am I wrong? My husband sold his car and is using public transport and staff bus. He sold one property which was meant to be for our children. He started shouting at our children that they are not praying enough. We have not even paid our children's school fees. Please advise me. This is a difficult one. It's really hard. I can imagine, like, I am sure that this guy is freaking out. Like, I cannot even, sometimes when I even think of it, I don't even know how I'm going to react if I'm in this kind of situation because I really love my mom and we're very close. And gosh, my mom is like, she's my light, you know. So if I get to a situation where I need to let her go, no, God will have to pull her from my hands because I am not letting her go. Yo, there's no way I'm letting my mom go. Honest to God, I'm just going to be honest. I don't know what will actually have to change in my brain for me to be like, okay, this is it, I'm letting her go. No, I will hold on until there's no way. I will hold on until I don't know what it would take me to let my mom go. Do you understand? So I can understand what this man is going through. He's probably just hanging in there. He's like hoping that something happens, you know, maybe if I just hang in there long enough, something can change. Maybe someone is going to say they found a new cure for cancer or something can happen. He's really holding on. He might be pulling on straws at this point, but I suppose he's really holding on to hope that maybe she's still alive, right? Yeah, maybe there's something we can do. You know, the part that even broke my heart even more is the part where she said he shouts at the kids that they're not praying enough. I can imagine that kind of, that just goes to tell you the state of his mind, you know. That is totally understandable. So I don't think in this case there's anything that this woman can possibly do. Maybe she can go and talk to someone that he respects. Maybe she can go and talk to someone that he respects, maybe a man who he respects. She can go and see this man and really complain to him, explain the problem to him, and let this man talk to this her husband. Because for me, if she goes and talks to him, it will be as though she's insensitive. Yeah, it will really be as though she's insensitive. Whereas I hope that she understands where he's coming from. I hope that she's not like angry at him or anything, because that's totally understandable. It's his mom, right? So I just think that she should go to someone who he loves and respects, a man preferably, so the person can talk to him. You know how men talk to each other? You just be like, okay, be a man, this and this and this and this. You know, let this thing go and all of that. You know, it's not easy, but what else can she do? Anyway, let's get to the comment section. The first option is, poster is selfish. Second option is the right thing. He should let his mother go. The first person said, don't judge the wife. You are not in her shoes. Give your opinion. Okay, this one said, when my friend's mom was sick, I thought this in my mind, but it wasn't in my place to say anything. Him and his siblings spent everything. My friend was owing millions in loan in his office. That would take him years to finish paying. I thought the obvious choice was to let her go, cause she wasn't getting any better, but he didn't until the last day. Few years later, my own mom took ill. I and my sister wrecked everything we had to save her, even when she wasn't getting better. We lost everything. We would have given ourselves away to save her, even when she was begging us to let her go because she thought the burden had become too heavy on us. It is not a rational decision. It is a sacrifice of love, one that you may not understand until you walk that road, which I do not wish on my worst enemy. Exactly. Because it's easy for you to say, oh, just let her go when it's someone else's mom. But if it was your mom, and for me, everything being equal, your mother-in-law should be like your mom, right? But your mother-in-law can never be exactly like your mom, right? So it's easy for you to tell someone, oh, just let her go, you know, she's not even getting any better. We're spending everything, just let her go, okay? Let's just it's not, as this person said, right? It's not rational. It's a sacrifice of love. It's a matters of the heart. Like, it's not that easy, you know? So I think that out of empathy, this woman, I don't think she should say anything. The best she can do is to get somebody else to talk to him. But even then, I'm not sure that he's going to comply. The next comment says, for your own good and for the sake of that marriage of yours, do not interfere in him taking care of his mother. If she dies, he will blame you and will never forgive you. Yes, that's another point, right? Because if she goes and tells the man, oh, let her go, somehow she convinces him to let the mother just go, I think that he will not have that closure. He will always leave thinking that if I did Y or Z, my mom could have been here. But because of my wife that convinced me, I let her go, and look at it now. He will just always have that, what if I had done this? What if I didn't let her go? What if I didn't listen to my wife? So it's just better for her to stay out of it. Wow, that's true. That's a good take on it. Another person said, quick question. If she was your mom, will you let her go? Then this one said, you have a point, but you do not know the love bond between a mother and a son. Please don't come between them. Whatever he spends, he will get it back in multiple fold. I can feel his pain from a mile away. I'll sell the whole planet Earth, including the aliens, to keep my mom alive. This one said, it's a very dicey situation. You won't understand until you're there. I hope the woman gets better soon, and I can't judge the wife either. I know, because I cannot be mad at the man. He's in a difficult situation, and at the same time, I cannot even be mad at the woman, because I'm sure she's just looking like, it is so sad. I'm seeing my husband suffering like this. The mom is sick. It's very sad. It's a sad situation, but this situation is tearing my family apart. Look at my kids. Now we have not paid their school fees. They're lacking. They're stressed. I can imagine how stressed the kids are. It's just a horrible situation, so I cannot even judge any of them. This comment said, where were you when his mother sacrificed and raised him to become who he is today? You just popped out of nowhere, became a wife, and think it's okay to suggest he let his mother go. Some women are too mean. Imagine yourself in her situation with your son and his wife probably 20 years from now, and then answer the damn question you're asking people now. Yeah? Oh yes, I know, right? Because you're also a wife, you probably have a son, and this could be you. But then I'm sure the wife is looking at it like, okay, now we are here, our lives are going down, our kids, how shall we take care of our kids? You know, I cannot blame her. She's trying to also look out for her kids. Wow. This one says, this is actually a very delicate situation. Before you criticize here, try to imagine and visualize what she is going through along with the children. Also, picture the low output effort, mental stress, and deep thinking the man must be going through. I know, everybody is going through stuff in this situation. For the wife, never let it out of your mouth. Telling your husband to let go. That statement will haunt you for life. 99% of every man will do what your husband is doing, but it doesn't mean it is completely right. The love between a mother and her son is very strong. So if you were my wife, the best thing I would love you to do for me is to be my happy and peaceful place in this tough time. Know when to bring up certain discussions and when not to. You are his wife, so you should know him better. How to table things peacefully and logically. Not telling him to let go of his mother. Man, he will never forgive that statement and you regret saying it. Please don't. This one said, Poster, remember that you become someone's mother-in-law in the future. Would you say this if it were your mom? This one says, I tell God every day to take me quickly when it's my time. Just a simple 1-hour malaria symptom should do it for me. I will never be a burden to my family or my children in my last days. My head shall not drain their resources. It shall be stress-free and peaceful in comfort. I will tell them in advance not even to engage in any elaborate burial to honor me. A simple funeral will be fine, so they can enjoy their wealth with their respective families. Amen. Isn't that all what we wish? But you know, for some people, it just doesn't happen like that. This one said, I'm not going to judge her. Having experienced firsthand what terminal illness does to people and their primary care providers. It's crazy to know that your loved one's chances of survival are slim, but you don't want them gone. Him taking care of his mom till her last days is valid. Her feelings are also valid. Wow. This one says, would you let her go if she's your mom? You should pray for her. You're rather concerned about your comfort. I don't think she's only concerned about her comfort. I'm sure imagine 30 million. It's probably 30 million naira. That's a lot of money, you know. And I think that she's thinking about their welfare in general as a family, especially her kids also as a mom. Do you understand? So I think that her feelings are very, very valid. Very, very valid. She has all the right to think like this, but I think that she also has to come from a part of empathy. And as one commenter said, she's supposed to be her husband's happy and safe space because he too is going through something very difficult. Like, anyway, let's take this last comment, right? The last comment says, Madam, don't you dare tell your husband to let his mom go. I am literally screaming, here. See, I get it. I absolutely get where his financial situation has put all of you. This isn't the time to add pepper to injury. Find a way to be a fire around him and his mom, since obviously you don't have the resources to support. Remind him to take things easy as you are his wife and his kids are solidly behind him. He should remember you all are responsible for him as he is of you. Find words of wisdom. Ask God for direction. That simply spelled out, let your mom go. Biko, he has already done a lot. Oh my God. Yo, this situation is really sad. I think that both of them they have the right. Both of their feelings are valid. But in this case, he has already spent everything. They're probably in financial difficulties at this point. And I think that all she can do is either I really recommend her getting somebody to talk to him, a man that he respects and loves to talk to him. Or if she cannot do that, she will just have to follow his lead, support him, and try and just support her family. Be strong for him and just be his peace in this difficult moment. That is really all I can say. They'll just need to trust the Lord to remove them from this financial situation. And yeah, you know, hopefully the mom can get well out of some miracle, or if not, may her soul rest in peace. Like, it's really difficult. This is one of the ones where I'm like, I don't even know on which side I would lean, but it's just what it is. Whoa, life is difficult, no? So guys, so I finally come to the end of this video. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and I'm going to see you in the next video. Bye.